Alrighty guys, welcome back to Dutch Diecast Collector. Today we got the Slovak Air Force MiG-21 and MF from Slovak Air Base in 1999. So as our previous one of the newer MiG-21 releases with the latest box update in there, so that's really nice. The camouflage looks really cool. Unfortunately the fitment of MiG-21s is not the best, but we'll see how this one holds up. And of course has some basic information if you want to read. Yeah, this one came via my local dealer, Scale Car in this case. Have a look on their website if you want. This is no commercial, by the way, this is just if you want to have a look. Now the tape is sticking to everything inside the box, which is nice. Let's get that out of the way. Let's see if we have a blade, we can cut out everything that we need. This one is, the roundels are nicely done from the Slovak Air Force, so that's really cool. Let's cut the tapes. There are 4 of them, and one was not enough. It always sounds very nice, by the way, all that plastic. Plastic, fantastic. Let's get that out of our way so we can have a look at the model. Now, first glance, pooh, stunning. Really nice looking paint. The white, the black, the overspraying. Nicely done. Now, let's see if we can get this one out also. Now they pop out quite easily, what I've seen, so that's really good. This one also does. There's a nice little protective foil over the cockpit, so that's really good. Well, let's get this out of our way. Now, first glance of the plane, looks nice. Even the details on there, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. No, this is not the zoom, I have some troubles with zooming lately. So, I zoomed in a little bit on the details there. Nicely done, by the way. I think there's something about the ejection seat info. Some in the back here, a little bit of info. So the roundels are nicely done. On the tail, nicely done. Plastic tail, by the way, plastic front. The nose cone is loose like the previous one, so they're a bit loose in their frame. The machine gun is not all the way on, so that's a quality defect here. The machine gun should have been a little bit deeper in, but doesn't ruin the fun. Now the same problem with the pegs again, I see this one is also holed out already a bit too big. So the mold is slowly deteriorating, I see. So that's a QC topic. It's not improved, that's for sure. For the rest, the paint job and the markings, nicely done, that's all good. And let's have a look in the cockpit. Also the same story like previous ones, nicely detailed and good. So that's all nice. So let me disassemble all the parts or get all the parts out of the packaging so to show you guys what's included. So all the bags poured out. Now let me show you right away what I mean with poor fitment on the wheels. So this is the right wheel and you can stick them in. Now this one actually, it's quite okay, it's sitting okay, but there is a lot of play on it. So a different system would be nice. Let's see if the left one is just as good, because this one has a bit of a ruined pack. Actually, this one is a lot better than the Russian one we did earlier in another shoot. There is a lot of play on it, but it's a lot better. So that's positive, actually. The rotisserie is 0 in the wheels, by the way, but at least these fit okay-ish. Might put it on the stand, I'm not sure yet. I'm not very happy with that, so how those details in the pack holes, it could be better, simple as that. But let's not deviate too much. Then for the canopy glass, if you want to install it in open canopy mode, which is cool, you can put the glass on the side, and then there's a little front glass that clicks in the front and in the back. Now this one, with the Russian one that came out a little bit earlier, the same period, I had the issue that it didn't want to stay on there, at least not proper. And this one has that same issue, so it's not staying on there. So there is quite some technical issues lately with these MiG-21s, and they're not really good. Because now I have a second one in my hands, and I didn't put the open canopies on my last few, and now after I got some comments from people like, hey, try the open canopy, see if it fits better with yours. Yes, they sit on, okay, but they're pushed up. So as you can see, it doesn't want to click engage. That's a shame, because now I have to go with closed canopy. So Hobby Master, you can do better, simple as that. The pilot figure, nicely detailed, really good fitment, I have to say. They go in quite easy and the hands go under the right spots. You can even let them raise their hands a little bit, so that's quite funny to see. But you can put them in different positions, so that's really nice. So that's positive at least. The detail and paint, by the way, same, and also the canopy gapping, it's okay. It's not bad. By the way, watch out with these little fins, don't pressure them, they will come off. Then fuel tanks, the basic gray, has the body frame color nicely matching, so that's really good. Let me stay in the camera focus, by the way. Now, I'm not sure how the fuel tanks fit these days, but let's see. Now, this one doesn't fit in this hole, and the same goes for the outer one here. Same story, so not really fitting. So you need to put a lot of pressure on it to get it in, and I almost feel like there's something will break if I push a bit further. So I need to put a lot of pressure on getting them in. So that's already a downside again. And the same goes for the left outer one probably. Yeah, fitment is that tight that it takes a lot of force, a lot of brute force, which it should not be, and it's still not in there all the way. So that's another downer. I'm a bit disappointed with the MiG-21s lately. You can see that it's not really perfectly aligned. And that can be me, somebody can correct me. But I think that should be better. And now, of course, if I want to put on the rockets, it becomes impossible. So let's see how bad it is with the material. So, yeah, you're pushing a lot of material off, as you can see on the pic. So it's way too thick. And also the paint now is damaged on the plane, which is a downside, So the paint is damaged. So yeah, I'm not really, let's say, entertained by this. Yes, they stay on, but it's not good. It's not perfect like you would like to see from a brand like Hobby Master. Same goes for the other side now, that also here the paint is slightly damaged. So yeah, let me assemble for you guys a little bit further, and then I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so in between stage, this was the only missile of 4 that actually fits. The rest is all so loose that I can just slap them on, and now this one, yeah, they stay close to nothing on. So I'm going to need some white glue for that. And then coming back to the part wheels, the fitment is actually again so poor that I just decided to go with the stand. Because, yeah, it is too hard for me at least. And the same goes for the canopy in the front. So there are some parts that could be better. These are warnings for you guys again. So reviews should be like that. Hey guys, so yeah, as I mentioned in between, I went for the stand. I needed to glue in this missile here with white glue, of course. I also don't like how the angles of the missile look. It's almost hitting the gas tank and they're not. So yeah, all those little details are ruining slowly my enthusiasm for MiG-21s. I'm not sure yet if I will order the next one, because I have 2-3 pre-orders standing for these things. So if I look back at all the fitments, really poor. Like the front glass, poor fitment. The front pitot is very loose. The missiles are quite loose. The tanks are way too tight. You saw the damage on the paint. But then again, if I look at the finish, it's really cool. But yeah, my negative feedback mainly is on fitment. So if you're not a guy that likes to hobby around and trying to make things fit, you would not want to buy this model. Simple as that. I would not, at least. Then again, I'm the guy that likes to fiddle around and I collect MiG-21, so that's my problem then. Let me see if I can get some rotisserie on it for you guys so you guys can see the full details. Yeah, it looks cool, but it has too many issues from my point of view. Then again, others praised it. Yeah, there you have it, guys. A finished MiG-21 from Slovak. Really cool colors. I love the scheme. Mainly the recent ones that had the later versions of the MiG-21 are quite cool. And this is then the MF, of course. So a little bit more modernized again, and have been used for a long time in many countries. And some countries still occupy them. Actually, North Korea, I still think, uses them till this day, including MiG-29s, of course. But then again, thanks for watching. I'm dwelling off topic and I don't want to do that too much. Thanks for watching and hope to see you guys next time. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. It's always very welcome. As for a review, would I buy it or would I recommend buying it? It's a no. I would not recommend it. Only if you really like MiG-21s like myself. But then again, thank you and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye-bye.